Hello dear students, this is Neha Sharma. Today in this video we are going to start part number 2 of determiners. In part number 1 we learnt what are determiners and how many kinds of determiners are there, and with that we too started use of definite determiner, that is the. So dear students, we have covered 6 rules in that part number 1. If you have missed the video by chance, so please go on the link which is in your homework section and please watch that video before watching this part number 2. So when we talk about the rules, the use of the, we learnt last 6 rules and now we are here with rule number 7. So rule number 7 says that before mountain ranges, please try and understand, before mountain ranges we have to use the, right? For example, the Alps, the Himalayas, the Aravalis, these all are what? These all are mountain ranges. These are not mountains, because the exception says the individual mountains do not take before them, do not take the before them, right? So what you have to keep in mind, whenever we have to attach, we have to supply a determiner with mountain range, we have to use the there. But when we are talking about in an individual mountain, the we will not use the, right? For example, Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. So here Mount Everest is what? This is individual mountain. So that's why we are not using here the with that. But the Himalayas is what? It's a mountain range. So that's why we are using the here. Okay. So this you have to keep in mind. Second example of the exception is Nanda Devi is the second highest mountain in India. So Nanda Devi is what? It is a mountain only, individual mountain, it's not a range. Okay, so that's why we are not using the with that, right? So what we learned in rule number 7, that before the names of the mountain ranges we have to use the, but exception is that we will not use the with individual mountains. Clear? Rule number 8, before the names of the rivers, seas, oceans, canals and the gulfs also, we have to use the, right? Please see once again the name of the rivers, seas, oceans, canals, gulfs. With that you have to use the. For example, the Gangas, the Nile, the Red Sea, the Suez Canal. Okay, and many more are there, you can use that. So what you have to do? Rivers, seas, oceans, canals, gulfs, etc. And the exception of this rule says, because we are talking about the water bodies here, right? So there is what? One more water body, that is what? Canals, right? With canals we have to use the. But if we'll talk about lakes, right, if we'll talk about lakes, so along with lakes we will not use the. So this is the exception of the rule, where along with the water bodies like seas, oceans, canals, we are using the, but with the name of the lakes we will not use the. So this is exception here, please note it down. But the lakes usually do not take the with that. For example, Dal Lake is in Kashmir. So Dal is the name of the lake and we are not using the Dal Lake. It's wrong, okay, because this is the name of lake. Next is Pichola Lake is in Rajasthan. I hope it is in Udaipur. So we are not using here the, because this is the name of lake here. Okay, so I hope you got it, that when we talk about the water resources or water like seas, ocean, canals, so there we have to use the. But when we talk about the lakes, we will not use the with the names of the lakes. So please take the screenshot of rule number 7 and 8 along with this, with the exceptions you have to note it down. Okay. Now when we talk about rule number 9, before a noun to make a general statement about the whole class. Suppose I'll say the rose is a beautiful flower. Now I'm talking about all the ranges of the rose, because there are some roses of small size, big size, you know, some are very having very beautiful aroma, some are without aroma, so like that. But right now I'm talking about the whole class of rose, right? So that's why when we talk about the whole class of something, like the rose is a beautiful flower, the rose is a beautiful flower, here I am not talking about only one rose, here I am talking about the class of rose. So that's why I am using here the. Second example, the elephant is the largest land animal. Here I am not talking about the elephants of Kerala or at a one place or one animal, one elephant. Here I am talking about all the elephants. Okay, so elephant is what here? Here by this word, by this noun using here, I am using the whole class of elephants. So that's why I am using here what? The. Right? So the rule says before a noun to make a general statement about the whole class, we have to use the here. Next rule number 10 says before the books of religion. That's quite important. Books of religion. Books of religion means the religious books. It's not, I'm not talking about your maths book, science book, English book. It's not like that. But the religious books like the Quran, the Mahabharata, Guru Granth Sahib, okay, the Upanishads, like this. The religious books, when we talk about, we have to use the with that. For example, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Quran, the Upanishads. Okay, so this we have to do. Rule number 11 is before names of hotels, museum and certain building names. Before names of hotels, museums and certain building names. Here we talk about the chains of hotels actually, like the Oberoi group of hotels. So the Oberoi group of hotels, here I have used what? The with that, the Oberois. Okay. The Burj Khalifa, the Marriott, that is a hotel, name of the hotel, chain of the hotels. So here we have to use the when the names of the hotels, museum and certain buildings are given. So there we have to use the with that. Rule number 12 says before the names of the newspapers and magazines. So that is quite important, and you know that like when we do letter to editor, there also hundred of times it has been told to you that whenever you have to write down the name of the newspaper, please attach the with that. So that is the same thing which we are doing here in rule number 13, that before the names of the newspapers and magazines, you have to use the Top Gear, the Hindustan Times, the Reader's Digest, the Times. Okay. And rule number 13 says before last name of the families in plural. When we talk about the entire family, okay, all the members of that particular family, so we'll say the Sharmas, the Malhotras, the Sidhus. Here we are talking about all the family members of that particular family. You must have seen this on the nameplates of the of the families, that the Sharmas, the Malhotras, the Sidhus. So here we are talking about the whole family members. So these were till rule number 13. Actually this is not yet completed use of the. So here in this video we will try to cover all the uses of the where we have to do, but before that you take the screenshot of this and note down all the rules with the exceptions in your notebook. So when we talk about rule number 14, that says before some adjectives to represent a class. So here what I want to say, that when we talk about a class of the society or a group means, so there we have to use the with that. For example, the rich, the poor, the old, the sick, the young, the unemployed. Here these words seem singular, but here with this with the use of these words rich, poor, old, sick, I am talking about the whole class of that, all the rich people, right? All poor, all old, all unemployed. Here I am talking about a particular class. So there, when we talk about a particular class by using such words, so there we have to use the with that. Rule number 15 says before the names of the musical instruments. This is quite important, before the names of the musical instruments, right? So here you have to use the, suppose the guitar, the piano, the violin, and different sentences. In the different sentences, when the names of the musical instruments are given, so there you have to use the along with them. Next, rule number 16, before an ordinal number like the first, the second, the third, the 10th, so here we have to use with that. Like we have two type of numbers, use ordinal and cardinal. Cardinals are 1 2 3 4 5, but here ordinal are the first, the second, third, fourth. Okay, so when we speak the first, second, third, fourth, whether we have to use the with that. Next, rule number 17, before superlative degrees. This you know very well, that whenever we have to use superlative degree in a sentence, before superlative degree you have to use the, like tall, taller, tallest. So what you will say? Only tallest you will not write down, that will be wrong. So what is the answer there? The tallest you have to fill. The wisest, right? The best, the biggest, the largest. So whenever we have to use the superlative degrees, along with that we have to use the as a determiner. For example, he is the best batsman. So best is what here? Superlative degree, and with that we are using the. She is the tallest girl in the class. So tallest is what here? Superlative degree, and along with that I have used the. So as I told you, the determiners are the words which precedes the nouns. So that is what I am doing here also, and the rules which I have told you with the, this we are on 17, and right now we have 22 rules in all, which we where we have to see that where we use the and what are the exceptions of the. Okay, so please learn that, learn all the rules carefully. And please take the screenshot of first 14, 15, 16, 17, note them down, and please try to solve through some of your own created examples. Next, if we'll talk about rule number 18, that says before the names of the races and the communities. I'm not talking about 100-meter race and that and that. I'm talking about the Hindus, Christians, Muslims, like this. So Hindu, okay, this is what? Community. So Hindu, the Christian, the Sikh, the Negroes, right, the whites, the blacks, like this. So here you have to write down along with the name of, before the names of the races and the communities, you have to attach the as determiner. Rule number 19 says the is used to refer the parts of the body. The parts of the body. For example, smoking is harmful for the lungs. So lungs is what here? That is part of body. And what is the determiner we have to use with that is the. He caught him by the neck. Generally we say he caught him by neck. So that is wrong. What is this? Whenever we have to use any part of body, we have to use the with that as determiner. Rule number 20 says the is used. We are talking about because definite determiner, see, right? So this the I am talking about determiner. The is used with the time expressions also, like the evening, in the morning, right? So I met her in the evening. So when we are talking about time expressions, so here we have to do the. She came here in the morning, in the afternoon, right, in the midnight. So time expressions, they generally take the with that. Rule number 21 says the is used before a noun which followed by of. Listen this carefully. The is used before a noun which is followed by of. This leads to the destruction of the whole village. Now, the burning of the house rendered houses rendered people homeless. So here I am using the, and here I am using the destruction. This led to the destruction of the. So here this destruction is what? Noun, right? I am talking about this noun because it is written, the is used before a noun. What I am talking? Before a noun. So here I am talking about this led to the destruction of. Here it is of, right? So before that, which noun is there? Destruction. Destruction, that is abstract noun. With that, what we have to use? The. The burning of houses, you have to write down here. The burning of houses rendered people homeless. So here before of we have to use. So that is what? Burning. Burning is used as noun here. It's a participle, no? So burning of the house. So this is what? The, right? So here I have used the here, right? And the last rule is what? Before the names of the trains and the ships, you have to attach the. For example, the Rajdhani Express, the Shatabdi Express, the bullet train, okay, or the Queen Elizabeth, the Titanic, sorry. So these are the rules we have done, where we have to use the along with the exceptions, and all in all we have done 22 rules, and this is only one kind, that is of article determiner, that is definite articles, right? So this we have to learn. Definite determiners we have done, definite articles, that is what? That is the part of article determiner. So all 22 rules you have to do. Actually many rules you have to learn. So please keep on learning, keep on revising, keep on practicing the exercises whatever you get anywhere, okay? And please use your exercise books which are given to you, practice books, so that you may not get any confusion or not face any problem. Thank you very much for today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and please keep on reading, please keep on writing. Thank you very much.